Possessing the natural talent and ability to be successful, Jayson Tatum has pretty much been all the Boston Celtics wanted and needed him to be. The young superstar has gotten better and better with each coming season, but Tatum's story starts off in St. Louis, Missouri, where his mother had him at age 19 and struggled to raise him alone. Jayson would attend Chaminade College Prep School, where by the time he was a sophomore, he was already averaging 26 points and 11 rebounds a game. As a junior, Tatum earned All-American honors, averaging 30 points, 9 rebounds, along with 6 40-point games to lead his team to a state championship would allow him to win 2016 Gatorade National Player of the Year to top off his senior season. Being a 5-star recruit, along with being the number 3 player in the country, Jayson took his talents to Duke University over many other schools that pushed for him, such as North Carolina and Kentucky. Tatum's freshman year was off to a slow start due to injury, but would quickly ramp up and show marks of a lethal scorer. Across 29 games, Tatum averaged 17 points, 7 boards, 2 assists with 1 steal and block, while shooting 45% from the field, 34% from 3, and 85% from the free throw. Making the All-ACC team, he was also an important piece in getting Duke to the tournament before being outed in the second round. But nevertheless, after a successful year, Tatum would opt out to declare for the NBA draft. A one-and-done prospect projected to be a first-round pick, many scouts loved his NBA-ready skill set that also showed the ability to be a 3-level scorer. His 6'8" frame gave him the size and length to play both the 3 and the 4 spot, while also possessing the ability to guard multiple positions, slash, and post to smaller defenders. This caused the Boston Celtics and GM Danny Ainge to fall in love with him, drafting Tatum 3rd overall in the 2017 NBA draft. Joining a team who previously went 53-29 and into the conference finals, Tatum was now paired with 21-year-old Jaylen Brown and 23-year-old Marcus Smart to be the core of the future. And on top of this, the Celtics also consisted of all-stars such as Gordon Hayward, Al Horford, and Kyrie Irving. Tatum's debut came against the LeBron's Cavs, where he had 14 points and 10 rebounds in a 3-point loss that featured a horrific injury to Gordon Hayward. By his 4th career game, he'd already be posting 20-point games. While losing Hayward and later Kyrie, Tatum averaged 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal, while shooting 48% from the field and 43% from 3. Going into the playoffs with mostly rising talent, Boston had a very tough road ahead of him. Tatum's first career playoff series came against the Milwaukee Bucks with another rising star such as Giannis Antetokounmpo. Playing all 7 games, Tatum averaged 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals with 20 points in the final game to close them out. Moving on to the 76ers, he'd become the first Boston rookie to score 25 points in a playoff game since Larry Bird. Multiple 20-point games versus Philly put them away in 5 games. The Celtics, once again in the conference finals, faced a depleted Cavs team with only LeBron, taking the league's best player to 7 games. Jayson Tatum's talent was instantly put on notice. Despite the Cavs winning out in the end, LeBron praised Tatum's talent by saying that he was built for stardom, and being on the all-rookie team, it would only be up from here. With improvements all around, Jayson Tatum notched his first 30-point game while averaging 16 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. The Celtics got back to the playoffs, where we'd see Tatum's role continuing to expand. They would make quick work of the Indiana Pacers, but would instantly be taken out by the Bucks. The 2020 season is where Tatum would make the jump, having multiple 40-point games while averaging 23 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal, while shooting 45% from the field, 40% from 3, and 81% from the free throw to get his first career All-Star and All-NBA selections. While Boston was back in the playoffs, Tatum was the clear-cut best player on the roster, averaging 27 points and 10 rebounds to sweep the Sixers in the first round. The NBA bubble was nothing short of great basketball, and the Celtics series versus Toronto was a great example of that. Going to Game 7, 29 points and 12 rebounds from Tatum put Boston back in the conference finals for the second time in 3 years. Facing the Miami Heat this time around, Tatum showed up, but the all-around effort from the Heat proved to be too much, and the Celtics went home after 6 games. And right before the next season, Tatum was finally given an extension of $195 million in 5 years. He'd opened the 2021 season with 30 points, 7 rebounds, and a game-winning 3-pointer, posting more 40-point games, also getting his first career 50 and 60-point games. Jayson Tatum would average 26 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists while shooting 46% from the field, 39% from 3, and 87% from the free throw to get his second All-Star selection. With Tatum constantly improving, the Celtics, however, took a very noticeable step backwards as the 7th seed in 2021. The newly implemented play-in caused Boston to face the Washington Wizards before the playoffs officially began. Tatum scored 50 points with 8 rebounds to lead the Celtics to an 18-point win. Facing the 2-seeded Brooklyn Nets, Tatum would average 31 points in the series, along with having a 50-point game, but the Nets' big three of Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden was just too much to match, and Brooklyn would win in 5 games. The 2022 season is where everything would eventually come together for Jayson Tatum and the Boston Celtics. Now under new head coach Ime Udoka, the team started off rather slowly at 25-25. With Tatum making his 3rd straight All-Star selection and being first-team All-NBA, along with the Celtics making adjustments and having the best defense in the league, Boston would go on to finish the season 51-31 with the 2nd seed in the East. Once again playing the Brooklyn Nets, the end result would be totally different. Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown led the way, with Tatum also hitting game winners and career highs in steals to sweep the Nets. Moving on to the 2nd round and facing the defending champion Milwaukee Bucks, it would not be as easy even without them having Chris Middleton. Tatum would still have multiple 30-point games and also 46 points in a Game 6 win. An all-around effort from Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, and Grant Williams would close the Bucks out in 7 games. The Celtics now saw the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals, which would also go on to a Game 7. With multiple blowouts back and forth, Jayson Tatum averaged 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists, with 26 points and 10 rebounds in Game 7 to advance to the NBA Finals. Boston's first NBA Finals appearance since 2010 will be against the Golden State Warriors. The Celtics started off very well, opening up with a 12-point win where Tatum's 13 assists were the most by a player in their Finals debut. Boston would even take a 2-1 lead, but everything would go straight downhill from there. Boston's inexperience in the Finals showed very fast. Tatum's slew of subpar games, which included setting the NBA record for most turnovers in a single postseason, wouldn't help his team at all, and the Warriors would take 3 straight wins to win it all in 6. All in all, even though he didn't come up when it mattered, Jayson Tatum has only gotten better each year of his NBA career up to now. And with the Celtics retooling in the offseason, I expect them to look even better in the 2023 season. What do you think? Thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, like and comment how you think Jayson Tatum and the Boston Celtics will look in 2023 and if they can make it back to the NBA Finals. And if you like me, subscribe.